We'll do it live. So it looks like I am in here alone right now. I guess maybe 3 o'clock isn't the best time to do something like this, but we'll see how it goes. I do have a package to open, and I'm going to open it. I'll kind of wait for anybody to show up. So far, no luck. No luck for Ken. So I've got that little eye that says 0. I wonder if I count as a viewer. I don't think I do. But, okay, so mental note, 3 o'clock does not work. And let me get up this... oh, shoot. Okay, there it is. Somebody's in here. I wonder who that is. Thank you for coming in, whoever. Ellie Orchard, how you doing? Thank you as always. The whole point of this little kind of impromptu live stream is I got this package from the Beard Shack. Let me get it in there. And what this is supposed to be, according to Kevin, is a little tester pack. We has some things he's working on. He's working on some washes. And what does he say about what they are? Let me bring this right in front of me. He says, I've gotten here 2 versions of a beard wash, the next seasonal scent, maybe, and a new oil blend he's been working on. Now, nothing is settled. The beard washes, one hemp is a cold process of liquid soap, and the one with olive oil is a hot process, and they don't have final preservatives in it, so I guess I've got to use them up quickly. So let's pop these open, see what in the world Kevin from the Beard Shack sent to me. He did send the same thing to 2 other reviewers. I guess I'm on the favorite list. So let's see what we got here. Wow, he understated what he sent me. All right, so we've got 2 beard washes. Beard wash, and I wonder if it's got the ingredients. I'm assuming I'm going to use my powers of observation and assume that this green one is the hemp based and this golden one is the olive oil based. And then I've got 2 oils here. This is the new blend that he's working on. And what did he say about this? It's a high oleic and linoleic blend with a Beringue powder added to it. So let's see what we've got. We've got Ellie that said howdy, Bearded Rudy saying hi, Kevin Pitts, welcome in, Kevin. Bearded Rudy, I'm on the favorite list too. Thank you. So let's see if this got a scent. I think it probably doesn't. It doesn't. And because Kevin was nice enough to send these to me gratis, just to give my opinion, I'm going to have to get to it quickly. Now, this is a fall scent, and all it says on it is fall scent. Ooh. So I'm wondering, he sent me a tester fall scent some time ago. I'll tell you what, I like this tester fall scent better than the one he sent before. It's a cologne scent. Let's see what I can get out of it. See if I have any ability at all. It's very musky. I love musk. I don't know. It's like musky. I'm going to need some time to figure out what in the world I'm smelling here. I think this one that's going to have to get in beard. And I can't put it in my beard because I'm testing out something right now. check the side. He wrote it, he hand wrote it, and there's nothing on the side. Ooh. There's something on the bottom though. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about what's in it because this is a fall scent, maybe, depending on what people think of it. So what does it say? It is, man, my good magnifying glasses are in the bathroom. I can't read the first word he put here. It looks like white musk, eucalyptus, cedar, and grass. Usually when I hear eucalyptus, I'm a little worried, but on my hand, this smells pretty amazing. So what have we got going on here? Check. Thank you. My brain doesn't always work that well when I'm doing this. Hey, Dagan. Thank you for coming in. Hey. So that's what I've got. While I've got some people in here, I've been kind of curious. I had an owner talk to me about how there are a lot of beard clubs out there and stuff like that. I once joined a beard club on Facebook, and within about 2 minutes, unjoined it. Dagan saying hi to Ellie. Whenever I get someone that wants to message me on Facebook or on Instagram, if it's a girl in a bikini, I block it and get rid of it. Just stepped out to vape and saw you were live. Vaping, I've heard that's almost worse than smoking. It's something about the oils coating your lungs. When I vaped, I think the only reason it would have been better for me is when I vaped, it was just to get me to not smoke. So I might vape twice over a period where I might have had 5 cigarettes. So only reason it worked for me was I did it so little. The people I know that vape are like chimneys with those things. And I've heard it coats your lungs with that vegetable oil or whatever the heck it is. It makes you much more susceptible to getting pneumonia. So, and once you get pneumonia once, they say you're more susceptible to it again over the rest of your life. I think I'm trying to get a review out for Sunday, but I really want to put this in. Yeah, now that I know what's in it, I hate knowing. You know what, Kevin? I shouldn't have looked because I usually like to just try and figure it out on my own. Now I can tell that there's cedar because I know that there's cedar. I would have never guessed eucalyptus. In the grass. Yeah, of course, I wouldn't have guessed that. Whether or not I would have guessed the cedar, I don't know. Now I can recognize it, but I might have just thought it was part of the musk. So I don't feel bad that I said just musk. I knew there was something else going on. What I thought might have been some sort of underlying spiciness, I guess, was the eucalyptus. Iraq, thank you for coming in. But anyway, so I went on to this Facebook thing in the same way I don't want any of these sex things coming up, all these girls trying to get me to become their Facebook friends. I went to a beard club and it was pretty much just more like a dating site, which kind of made me, how do you find a beard group to join, which is actually going to be a beard group? Just a lot of selfies with not much clothes on. So I know I was talking to an owner and he was talking about all the good beard clubs out there where you can really, meet other beardsmen and all that. But I would not know how to start. And also, I've been trying to figure out how to find out where these beard competitions are. I had thought that the big one that I think I've mentioned this before, that what's that company? The one everyone uses for the first time, Honest Amish. I thought their big competition was in September because the 21 competition was in September. I don't know. I'll tell you what, Iraq. been starting to get a little bit of attention based on the beard. But I think I'd, as far as the ladies, I think I'd be better off without it. There's a girl that was married for a long time, finally became single, and she's let her friends know that if it wasn't for the beard, things would be happening. But beards before woman, I guess. So anyway, this Honest Amish thing was, I thought, happening every September. I went to look it up and figure out how to get reservations to go and watch it, and I haven't seen any beard clubs in my area. Well, I have my own answers in that I have no social media. That's right. I think you and Fado don't bother with Instagram, if I remember right. Thank you, Ellie. But based on how many beard streams you watch, I think you might not be representative of the overall female population, but I do appreciate it. Pauline, 1769. Hello. So anyway, apparently I completely missed the 2022 Honest Amish, beard competition because they did in June. By the time I looked for it, it was in July. It was telling me about what happened in June. And I broke up with the girl that said either the beard goes or I go. Well, I think you know the answer. I've got a cousin that was engaged. It wasn't beards that drove her away, but she gave her fiance an ultimatum. Either he stops watching football on Sundays or it's over, because she wanted him to spend the time with her. And I think he made the right choice. She's a pretty girl, but anyone that's going to give you that kind of ultimatum is probably, you're heading down the wrong track anyway. And she should have loved you for you, E-Rock. I think you got out good. Either the beard or her. Definitely made the right choice. Though, we don't know what she looks like, so we could see the picture and say, E-Rock, you're an idiot. Why did you do that? But I would love to figure out what, from what I thought, all the beard clubs are pretty much online things, and not, at least not where I live, any club where people all show up with beards. Yeah, video games win. I'll tell you what, I got into playing video games some time ago. I was playing, it was more like a computer game, Age of Empires. And the day I quit, I got home from work at about 5:30, started playing, and the next thing I knew, it was 2:00 in the morning. And I said, you know what? No, I'm done. I can't do this. I just, I waste enough time watching YouTube. I couldn't possibly do YouTube plus video games. In fact, the big discussion with a bunch of my friends, I do a lot of stuff, outside. I play paintball from time to time. I, always on my one-wheel thing, finding new trails to ride. And among my friends, they're always trying to find something to do besides drinking, because anytime we get together, what else are you going to do? Even things like darts. They play darts, but they're boozing up the whole time they're doing it. So for me, my fun thing I do, and it keeps me in shape, I think, they say as you get, is the one wheel. They say as you get older, one of the first things that goes is balance. So my thought was, if I can balance on that stupid thing, then, I'm not getting old. I used to watch 16 hours of TV. I'll tell you what, my biggest problem right now is watching YouTube at night and staying up way later than I should. And a lot of the time, I'm not even watching beard content. I'm looking for something good to watch, and I'm not even really enjoying myself. It's really becoming a problem. I've been forcing myself to turn it off. I love paintballing. Unfortunately, we have to use them more on the hobos and tweakers around here more than for fun. I'm curious what kind of paintball gun you have. I've got I've had mine forever. I think it's, holy shit, it's 10 years old. I've got a 2011 Ego. That damn thing was like, I think it was like $1,100. I had a shocker, but it started having trouble and I couldn't find anyone to repair it. I've also got actually one of the first paintball. I'd hate to just leave the screen blank, but Ellie, next time I do a live stream, I'll bring the first paintball gun I ever bought. It was one of those, and I can't remember the name, but one of those original pumps. Everybody used the same paintball gun when paintballing started. It was made by one company, and because I started playing in 1985, and I'll have that just so I can show you it. It's the old school one. In fact, for the hell of it, I bought a spider pump. I don't know if you ever saw that. I'll bring that out too. And just for the hell of it, to play against the guys that were ripping, 10, 15 balls a second, see if I could compete with the pump gun. But I don't want to hang in here forever. I do have a lot of work to do, and I find myself, not getting to it. I'm really looking forward to trying these two shampoos, especially since for a while, or for a long time, I had been using regular beard washes I've gotten from beard companies, as well as Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, which is, inexpensive compared to what we pay for. I got a Spider hand pump pistol, a Tippmann. I forgot I've got a Tippmann too. Tippmann TCR. I don't know what a Tippmann TCR is. I thought there was the regular Tippmann, and you sure it's not an ACR? A Pink Spider, and I don't remember what the other one is. The Tippmann TCR, I think you're talking about that, the cool one with a bunch of stuff on it. In fact, something I got that was really cool for my paintball gun, hey Justin, was, I forget the name of the barrel, but it puts a spin on it, and it gives you an extra like 50 yards of distance. It puts a bottom spin, so the ball comes out, does an arc, comes down, and then lifts up again. And I can remember leaving the barrel on normal in fighting with someone or hitting someone, and then they'd take off, try and cheat, do a little twist on the barrel, and it gave me another 50 yards of range. Maybe it was 50 feet, and peppering people that were trying to cheat. And Justin Bell, I haven't seen you around in a while. So I think that's it for today. I didn't want to keep this going forever. I've been just trying to get in the habit of, instead of just opening things, why not do a live stream at the same time? I'm looking forward to trying the new blend because Kevin trusted me with sending these. I'm going to try to not, get to it this weekend. I'm trying to do a review of, man, I'm losing my mind. When I'm on here, I can't think straight. Who the heck? Oh, Anointed. And, these are, Kevin from the Beard Shack is working on some shampoos that he wants to come out with shampoos, and he sent two different formulas that he's working on. One is a hemp seed based shampoo. The other one is an olive oil based shampoo. There are ingredients on here. I'll read off and these are just testers. Nothing is final, but just to give you an idea, and let me get back to my Instagram. One of them was made with some sort of hot process, another one with a cold process. What that means, forgive my ignorance, but I've got no clue. Let me tell you how he describes it. Okay. Beard wash hemp is a cold process of liquid soap. Olive is a hot process. So the hemp was done with some cold process of formulating it, in the olive oil, some sort of hot process. So I'm really interested. And what I started saying was that I got kind of sick of spending so much money on beard washes. So I started using Johnson & Johnson's, which was working fine when I was using regular beard wash once or twice a week, and then using the Johnson & Johnson's once or twice. But now that I've been just using the Johnson & Johnson's, it really doesn't stack up, I don't think. And new Pepe memes. I don't know what a Pepe meme is. And do you mean Pepe like a French grandfather? And E-Rock is wondering if Justin has Valhalla Bastard. I actually have Valhalla Bastard, and I don't remember whether I was thrilled with it or not so thrilled. With Luxurious Bastard, I'm kind of hit or miss. When I like a scent, I love it. When I don't like it, it's kind of, in fact, one that I'm planning to do a review sometime soon, maybe like on a Wednesday, was Greenwood Bastard. I smelt it out of the bottle and just didn't even want to try it. I finally put it in beard a week or two ago, and the stuff is pretty damn awesome. So, and yes, sir, I'm taking it. French Grandpa. Yeah, it smells great. It was a week or two ago. I don't remember how to describe it, but I didn't like it putting the bottle up to my nose. But once that I put it in beard, I was like, man, was I wrong about this one? In fact, with the one I'm wearing this week, and no, that was last week, Elite, where what I smelt out of the bottle and in beard were two completely separate things. But anyway, I've got to get back to work. So I just wanted to do a quick live. I appreciate everybody that came in. Really, thank you. And I will see you hopefully Thursday night when I do my regular stream. Antique wood with a touch of vanilla. True North Beard. I'm really looking forward to True North opening up his website. I think he mentioned September. He's planning to do that. And I'm finally, hopefully, going to get my first chance to try the equivalent of a Captain Crunch with crunch berries. Greenwood is from Luxurious Bastard. To the best of my knowledge, he's never done a CBD. So it's not CBD. I don't have a plan for Thursday. Who did I do a review of last week? Elite. And he works at night, so he can't come on. So between now... Oh, shit. Today is Wednesday. I'll come up with some sort of topic. I think there are some people I could ask to come on. But, I hate the idea of bothering someone last minute. You're not saying hi to Ellie. Mark Brown in here. How did I miss you, Mark? I went through it. Hi, Mark. So, again, thank you so much for everyone that came in. Yeah, I've got a few different ideas. I haven't made up the thumbnail yet. I've been trying to focus on work, except for Saturdays when I focus on YouTube. I did get some good news today. A local little magazine, the woman, the publisher, I saw a picture of me before I had my beard and after, and just kind of got intrigued by the whole idea of what I used to look like and what I look like now. So she wants me to write an article about beard stuff, which I will use as an opportunity for self-promotion as well. It's basically supposed to be about me, why I decided to grow out my beard, and give some tips on grooming and things like that. So, and it doesn't have a huge circulation. I think it's like 10,000 a month, but that's 10,000 people, and it's not a very big thing. So that'll be 10,000 people that see me. Might help me with some of my YouTube goals. Yeah, I did one. Somebody did an article about me some time ago, but editor kind of changed up what I said. This woman is leaving it up to me to write what I want, as long as it is quaint and it looks like something people would enjoy reading. I'll try and keep some amusing things in there and little jokes, and we'll see how it comes out. I've never had a problem writing. When I was first in college, I hated writing papers. I just absolutely hated it. But I realized that I could easily help people write their papers. I was really good at taking something someone had done and then fixing it. And I realized that that's the key. If this is local, I've got, it's circulated in my town. It's for my town, this publication. And I recently got some product from a Rhode Island company. I've only tried one of their oils yet so far. I kind of think that mentioning some of the companies that we all love might be kind of not helpful. But I was thinking, depending on how much I like this Rhode Island company's products, mentioning them. And to be honest, a lot of people that I've talked to, company owners, and I've talked about that big, huge market of people out there that have no clue, that were like me before I realized that there was any such thing as beard products. There got to be so many people out there with beards that just have no damn clue that there's any such thing as putting stuff in your beard to, help keep it healthy and look good. By the way, I did want to mention we're hitting a heat wave. I'm going to lose my train of thought, whatever I was saying just now. So the whole thing of new companies, I think there's this monstrous untapped market of people with beards that have got no clue. And I almost think that if in an article like this, if I'm going to suggest something, maybe something that's easy for them to get might be the thing to suggest, like a Mike Cerati. Thank you for coming in. Maybe a good suggestion would be something that they can easily get on Amazon or get in some of the local stores like Target and things like that. Honest Amish is a good starting point. Just make it clear that it's not the best smelling stuff. But if you want a big 2-ounce bottle of stuff for cheap, and for anyone that was to try a beard oil for the first time, I would always say they've got to try the Honest Amish Premium, not the classic. Getting hot in New England. You know what? We're hitting a what they call around here a heat wave. For us, a heat wave is over 90 degrees for 3 days straight. And I was thinking about this. You guys in Arizona and Texas would probably call that a cold spell. It's 90 degrees. You got to put on a sweater, Yeah, even hotter in Texas. We're kind of sissies here, I think. 90 plus degrees for 3 days is a heat wave. That Barbudo Steve, thank you for coming in. I saw your message in Instagram, and I really appreciate you coming in. By the way, I've always wondered, Barbudo, do you have anything to do with the company Barbudo? Or is that even how you spell Barbudo company? Let me look it up right now. I've always wondered that every time I saw your name pop up. No, that's Barbudo. Sorry. And yeah, and that's my point. Our heat wave is, San Antonio is super hot and no rain for weeks, months. See, that's the thing. I think the one thing that we get a little worse than you guys is it can get humid as hell here. But even that, I've been to New Jersey and their humidity. I was there like 30 years ago, and back before a lot of people had central air, and every house had like 5, 6, 7, 8 air conditioners sticking out of it. It's 100 right now. Right now, where I am, it is. Come on, I'm live. Yeah, it's nothing. It's 85, but it's humid. And it's supposed to get to 86 today. And then I guess it's going to be 93 and 92 Thursday and Friday. High 80s Saturday, and then 92 again Sunday, which, that's nothing. Yeah, at True North, I agree. We get pretty humid, but I don't think we get humid the way New Jersey does or the way Florida can. Thank you. In I apologize for not knowing how to spell Barbudo for the company, but every time I saw your name, I thought you might have been part of the Barbudo Beard Company, but completely different spelling. You know what? I don't think we get 4 to 5 feet of snow anymore. When I was a kid, you knew spring was coming because you could see the grass. Our In the recent years, our heaviest snowfall winters, even if we get a ton of snow, within 2 weeks it's melted. I mean, it comes, it melts, then maybe get some more. Um, the way winters used to be here when I was a kid and the way they are now is completely different. When I say that, we'd look in the backyard, and if we saw grass, we knew spring was coming. That's not the way it is. You see the grass all winter long, except for intermittent times where the snow falls and actually hangs on for a week or two. Colorado gets toasty warm. Kitchen at work. Oh, working in a kitchen. It's tough stuff. Hey, Dan. Not too late. I was going to bail, but then I kept. I've. My mind wanders when I'm doing this because I get kind of flustered trying to keep up on the comments and doing all that. But the one good thing is I just kind of trip over new things to talk about in my confusion. I'm in Western New York. Imagine Arizona and Texas people having 3 days. Oh, yeah. See, even in the winter, we don't get super cold. It gets to 0 degrees here, and in that supposedly super duper freezing. How's it going, Tyson? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I mean, even the winters here are nothing. Marky Mark. Yeah, Maine. I get a kick out of going up to Maine and seeing all those tin roofs up there. Now, True North. I thought you were from the Boston area. I'm actually going up to Maine this not this weekend, the following weekend, Friday the 12th, do a little whitewater rafting on the rocks. That is such a great scent. In fact, Tyson, my On the Rocks bottle, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 uses left. Nicholas Z, how are you? Thank you for coming in. In fact, I've got to get some more Copper Johns. So far, I've liked everything I've tried. And I remember someone making some sort of criticism about some scent. In that, the criticism I took as a compliment. Something about some scent that smells just like another scent. Something smelling like Carpe Diem. And I was thinking to myself, I love Carpe Diem. And it made me decide the scent they were talking about that smells like Carpe Diem that I've definitely got to get. I got a kick out of what they thought was an insult. I thought anything that smells like Carpe Diem is great. And I love Copper John's sample size. It's, I forget, half ounce or 0.44. Everyone saying hi to each other. Cobra One. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I second that. Yeah, in fact, Tyson, I'm glad you came in because I do have to get back to your site and order some more stuff. You know what? I kind of like living in New England because I like the heat. I like the cold. I mean, if I had to pick my favorite season, it'd probably be the summer. Swimming in the pool, hanging out on decks, all the nice things. But I love the fall. I love the spring. I love the winter. I've got a super duper, I've got a stone driveway, so I don't want to plow hitting it. I've got one of those nice errands, snow blowers. I almost look forward to the snow. So this thing I spent $2,000 for gets some use. I'm from Boston, but all my dad's side of the family is in Maine. I split my time between Boston and Maine. I actually lived in Maine in Monmouth County, which is right outside of Augusta, for 9 summers when I was a kid. Father had a job up in Maine, and it was awesome up there. What are our peoples? I don't. Yeah, I got to. Whoever said it meant it as some sort of slight. And I was like, man, if it smells like Carpe Diem, I've got to try that one. Last call, mango and leather. That actually, I'm not always the biggest fan of leather, but mango and leather, sounds like it could be awesome, like a smooth mango. So is last call from Copper Johns? And something that occurred to me too, if I can get samples, I might as well just try everything. Cobre Juan means Copper Johns in Spanish. Got it. You know something, Iraq? I actually spoke Spanish fairly well for a while, and I think I've just kind of lost it. He in Spanish is he. Tyson 2 is phenomenal. Oh, okay. Just north of Augusta? Yeah, I was a kid, so I'm not really sure what Somerset County is, but I did. Monmouth County was 20 minutes outside of Augusta, so it had to be close. In fact, True North, if you know this, I'd love the answer. When I was a kid, we went camping and then hiked up a mountain. At the top of the mountain, there were 2 little ponds, and the whole top of the mountain was covered in blueberries. At the time, they told us the name of the mountain was Blueberry Mountain, but I've looked, I can't find it. If you know what in the world I'm talking about, I'd love to know the name of that mountain. It's possible. I mean, we were like 7 years old hiking a mountain. They might have had us go up some hill and called it a mountain, make us feel good. But if you have ever heard of what I'm talking about, I'd love to know what that is. I've got to attempt to Google look again. It's like I said, either a hill or a mountain with 2 ponds on the top and blueberries everywhere. Tyson can teach you Spanish. I was married to a girl from Peru, so her whole family's all our friends on her side spoke Spanish, and I just had no choice but to learn. And I started off with Rosetta Stone. I actually peeled through all 5 sections. I think I went through them like 3 times. Just, I was really committed to learning. Faxi, El Queso is Viejo, Donde está El Baño? Okay, Donde está El Baño? That's easy. Where's the bathroom? El Queso is Viejo. The cheese is Viejo. I think that was good. I don't remember Viejo. Viejo. Old. Okay. The cheese is old. Where's the okay. T.O. Tyson. Yeah, letting you know what T.O. means. And he appreciates the help. Wonderful. To be honest, Nicholas Z, I don't. I believe that Fable uses, not that it's the worst thing in the world, but expeller pressed castor oil and not cold pressed. And what I found is that I love all his scents, but if I wear it for more than like 2 or 3 days in a row, my beard just does not like it at all. I, at one point, wanted to add castor to the Fable's oil to make it work better for me. And I realized that why in the world would you ever want to add castor to an oil that has castor as the first ingredient? And when you look at the viscosity of Fable, I think there are like 5 oils in there. And so that means it has to be at least 20% castor. And it just doesn't have the viscosity of an oil that has castor as the number one ingredient. So I don't like it. I love the scents. I never got a single scent from Fable that I did not like. But as time went on and my beard got longer, I one day was going to try and review it, wear it all week, and I got to day 3 and I said I can't do it. I thought about doing a review, but enough people were hating on Fable already that I didn't want to kind of join the bandwagon. I don't recall, but okay, cool. Yeah, it was the coolest thing in the world. And like I said, we were like 7, 8 years old, and they could have told us we were mountain climbing when we were hill climbing. So I'm not sure. But it was pretty amazing going up there, hiking up the mountain, chopping down blueberries, and then taking a swim before you headed back down. So that was super duper fun. So, well, before I head out, any questions? What can I tell you? I'm trying to do a review of Anointed Beard Oil Company for this Sunday. I only had like 6 days to wear it, and usually I like going a little longer than that. But he did give me some extra free stuff, so I figured I should put him. The town that I lived in, I don't know. I could let you know. I know it was in Monmouth County, and it was right on Monmouth County Lake. I know the name of the place that was up there. So I should be able to get the address. It just says Monmouth, Maine. So it must be the town of Monmouth. I know there's a Monmouth County. So as far as I know, Monmouth. There are so many other companies to support that are all around better than Fable. You know what, though? Some people swear by it. They love it. To me, and the reason I think it's expeller pressed, I remember I once messaged, what's his name? The Wizard, and, asked about, before I was new to beard oils, before I'd even given it thought, why am I asking about adding oil, castor to something that's got castor as the main ingredient? He responded back telling me, well, if you're going to buy castor, make sure you buy this type or this brand. I responded back and said, this is expeller pressed. The first question he responded within 10 seconds. When I said, this is expeller pressed, all of a sudden he went dark on me. And I got the feeling that he likes the idea of people mistakenly believing that it's cold pressed. When, if he's telling me to make sure you add this expeller press stuff to it, because otherwise it's not going to, be as manageable, easy to get into the beard, then, I take it. In fact, I could probably get the exact words because I'm sure I've still got that little chat here somewhere. You know what? But I do have to say, I do love one of my favorite scents ever is the grower. That's something I might be tempted to. I don't think I would bother buying it again, but it'd be tempting. I thought the grower was just absolutely wonderful. Wonderful scent. We are actually getting everything ready to open October, November. Excellent, excellent. Well, not excellent, excellent. I said September. That would have been better, but we can wait. Is my beard a fan of emu oil? Absolutely. I actually like emu a little bit more than I like ostrich. I, if I can tell the difference, I can, for example, Black Rebel. I could tell a difference between Black Rebel's blend with emu and Black Rebel's blend with ostrich. Whether part of that is little change ups in the other carriers that were with it, or I've always gotten the feeling that emu was a little heavier than the ostrich. The ostrich was a little lighter. What I get out of it was that emu makes my beard super soft, easy to style. Ostrich makes my beard even softer than the emu, but didn't give me the styling characteristics. In fact, my beard's looking a little rough right now. I've been wearing it in a clip to keep it looking decent, but I just thought I'd go without it today. And it's super humid, so I think my beard is suffering from that. And BGG says, I don't care for Fable. Not that great feeling beard for me. If I wear it for a day, I'm fine with it. In fact, I was a fan of Fable because for the longest time, when I was first growing it out, I always felt the need to wear like a balm to keep it in control. And I don't know if it was a combination of my beard got just to the right length or if it was the Fable oil. But the first time I put oil in my beard and said, you know what? I don't have to do anything. It was Fable. And so for a period, I was a big fan of them until that week where I tried wearing it all week long and it just wasn't happening. Yeah, I figured that you meant fan. Wearing the roaster today. I'm assuming that's from Fable. Yeah, Rudy, it sounds like you're one of the fans. Like I said, I kind of, who was it that I was watching that, Cribs, whoever that is. I don't think he does that many videos anymore, but he was doing a review of Fable and said something about, put up the bottle and said something about how you can tell it's cold pressed, by the color. And I'm thinking based on my conversation with the wizard, it's not cold pressed. But one of the first comments in the video was from the wizard, and he didn't, if I'm correct, didn't see fit to correct him. Oh, by the way, it's not cold pressed. That kind of bothered me a little bit. And not that he's ever lied about it, but I don't think he minds people thinking it's cold pressed. Town of Monmouth is only about a half hour from where your family lives. Yeah, we lived right on Copperseed County Lake. In fact, one of the things I make sure I do when I go to Maine is get a bunch of those, tell me if I say this wrong, the red snapper hot dogs. They are incredibly good. In Rhode Island, we have soggies, which are awesome. But those damn red snappers, I think, are even better than our soggies here. It's a natural casing hot dog, and it's this bright red color. And they're, in fact, I bought a chest freezer, and I've been doing that vacuum sealing. In the past, I'd get, like 20 hot dogs, and then I'd be eating the hot dogs for the next 2 weeks before they went bad. Now that I've got that vacuum sealer, I think this time when I go to Maine, I stop off at a supermarket on the way back. I might buy a ton of them. Um, and I just think the grower is incredible. I don't think anyone should be defensive. It is what it is. Dagan, do you have a? I think Dagan already said he's not a big fan. Yeah, and like I said, I was gonna do like a Fable Journey video, and then because I didn't like it, and everybody at the time was, kind of hating on them, and I figured, eh, you know, just skip it. In fact, I wish I could bring up that text to see if I'm right. Like you made a point of saying if you buy Caster, get this brand, which was Expeller Pressed, because something else might not be as easy to work with. And not that Expeller Pressed is bad, but it's not the same as cold pressed. And like I said, that video where someone said you can tell it's cold pressed by looking at it, he was one of the first comments and didn't feel the need to, correct him. Which, whatever. I think some of the grief he's gotten, he, kind of did it to himself. Once he did that toilet thing, it was almost like it was, fair game to give him a hard time because he did something that might have been a little silly, Hubby likes Fable, and you like another Woolly Wizard. You know what? Woolly Wizard, I have not. I've only tried 3 scents so far, and I really kind of like those sweet, fruity scents. I haven't tried a scent from him that I haven't liked. And Bearded Rudy wore Fable for a year, but the way they operate and their ethics kind of wore on me. I don't know that there's anything wrong with his ethics. That toilet, dump out my competitor's oil in the toilet bothered me, first of all, because I've got a septic system, and that would be very bad. And just, probably didn't think it through. And people, I think, kind of jumped on that to, because he said something that might have been not the smartest thing, he's fair game to attack. I'll tell you, I've tried CBD oils, but I've only tried them when I just wanted the scent. I've never really given much thought to CBD. I just like oil. If you like sweet scents, fruity scents, those are the only ones I've tried. And actually, Pauline, I didn't do the honest review. I figured, why do it would. I figured, what's the point, so I didn't do the review. And part of it too was everyone was dumping on them back then, so I didn't want to just be part of the, Rudy Woolly Wizard is amazing. Field join the beard oil roulette on Thursdays on this channel. In fact, we're not doing beard oil roulette this Thursday because Tyler's out of town doing something, camping or something like that. So we're doing it the second Thursday this month. Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, I don't know what it was, but I could wear it 2 days and everything felt great. But on the third day, it just, I don't know, it just started getting really like straw. And that was a while ago. It could have been something. Anytime something doesn't work for me, I start wondering, was I drinking enough water? Was it humid? Like today, my beard looks kind of crappy. But for one, it hasn't been out of that stupid clip for quite a long time. So maybe I'm not doing as good a job as, putting it together. You did today. Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure he thought it was kind of amusing and, probably really didn't mean much of anything by it. We've all done and said things we wish we didn't. I don't see any reason to hang a guy over something like that. It's not like he picked out a competitor and said, take this guy's oil and flush it. He just was, he thought it was amusing, and it wasn't. But sometimes I feel ridiculous to base my beard oil purchase on how nice and humble the owner. Like, why do I do that? But don't question it when I go to Chick-fil-A or something. You know what? If I like an owner, I don't know, it makes you kind of want to buy his product. You know, it's like the store owner down the street that you really like, or the restaurant owner that's a super nice guy. And, you know, part of liking an owner is probably because he's giving good service and being open and friendly and all that. So, yeah, I had a bunch of scents. And like I said, I liked every single one of them. I not only liked them, I loved them. I mean, they were awesome. And well, I already talked about that. So I went a little longer than I expected. My poor clients aren't getting any of their tax and accounting work done. Bad accounting. So I will try and come up with some sort of good topic for Thursday. And of course, if I'm on by myself, I always put that little link so anyone can come in. I often wonder why like newer reviewers don't take up the offer and come on in. You know, maybe it's a little bit. I know when I first started, I wouldn't go on another channel, even though it might have helped me, because I didn't think I had any business until I had been doing it for a certain amount of time, or I had a certain amount of subscribers to go on and say I'm a reviewer. Get to work, and gosh, one thing that's killing. I just got my hair cut today, and my barber was talking about how it's August 3rd, and you know, basically we've got a month and the summer's gone for us around here. You know, we'll get some nice weather and I'm at 57 minutes now, so I might as well go to an hour. We might get some nice weather in September, but really for the summer, once August is done, we're done. And I started thinking, what the hell am I doing going home to work? You know, I should be heading to the beach or hanging out on the deck somewhere, especially since we're supposed to have some cloudy, hot, humid weather, and it's beautiful and sunny right now. You know what? I'm getting pretty sick of. Last night I worked until 10 because I've got a certain amount of billable hours that I always want to get done every single day. And to do that, I had to work until 10, which I'm getting kind of sick of that. I want to get used to getting up super early and getting it done. I might get into the heat by sitting myself on a deck somewhere, having a nice cold drink. But so with that, what time is it? 3:58. Yeah, I'll hang out for another 4 or 5 minutes. And if anyone has a good idea for a topic, I'd love to hear it. I kind of played with the idea of beard clubs, but I don't know anything about them. And obviously, you know, you can't really trust a lot of things online. I did there's some Rhode Island club, and it's basically 3 guys, and all they do is go to competitions together, you know, once a year. In fact, people that go to competitions might know the guy. He always scores really high. His name is something like Michael. He always runs for Congress over here. He's got a big, monstrous, huge beard, and he does in some sort of division that is like non-grooming, no grooming whatsoever. You know, not a piece of his beard is ever trimmed. It just all natural. And way back when, I thought he had a monstrous beard. I saw it not too long ago, and now that mine is getting a little longer, and I've seen so many guys with these huge beards, I'm starting to think that, there are other people that, have gonna beat. One thing I did get a kick out of when I looked at the results for the 2021 competition, that Honest Amish thing, they had people that finished like 1 through 7 for the 6 to 12 inch beard range. And then for the 12 inches or more range, there was just one winner. And it got me thinking, does that mean if I grew a 13-inch beard, I automatically get second place? If I've only got one guy competing against me, it might be worth it. I can either get 15th place in the 6 to 12 inch category or second place in the 12 or more. So maybe I'll go for that 13-inch beard and take my second place in a category that no one's going in. But so we have hit the 1 hour mark. Thank you for you folks that kind of hung out there with me, and I will work on coming up with some sort of topic or something good. I just want to mention this. I saw a video. Have any of you heard of the Techno Viking? He just this bearded guy that some video came out about. He never wanted to be famous and kind of hid from the public. That was one of the topics I was thinking about, talking about the Techno Viking. Look that up if you get a chance. Kind of cool, dude. But anyway, I'll see you next time, and thank you so much for coming in.